Aloha everyone, and welcome back to the Kilauea Eruption and Leilani Estates update for September 3rd, 2018. There has been some changes at Fissure 8, just a minor little detail dealing with the lava, little lava pond in the cone itself, and we'll get to more about that in just a moment. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at the USGS report. The USGS reports for Monday, September 3rd, 2018 at 9:37 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time. Seismicity remains low and ground deformation is negligible at the summit of Kilauea Volcano. Earthquakes, probably aftershocks of the magnitude 6.9 earthquake in early May, continue on South Flank Faults. On the volcano's lower east drift zone, the crew on this morning's overflight confirmed that weakly active lava continues to fill the deep crater in the Fissure 8 cone, with no lava extending outside the walls of the cone and no flows heading down the spillway. Other vents were steaming due to morning rains. Sulfur dioxide emission rates at the summit, Pu'uo'o, and the lower east drift zone are drastically reduced. The combined rate, less than 1,000 tons per day, is lower than at any time since late 2007. On Friday, August 31st, lower east drift zone emission rates were still too low to be measured. Hawaii Volcano Observatory crews continued to restore communications with several monitoring stations on the east side of the island that were disrupted by the passage of Hurricane Tropical Storm Lane, but the losses do not significantly reduce our ability to assess volcanic conditions. Whiteout conditions could occur on the new lava field due to steam produced by heavy rainfall on still hot lava flows. The Hawaiian Volcano Observatory continues to closely monitor Kilauea seismicity, deformation, and gas emissions for any sign of reactivation, and maintains visual surveillance of the summit and lower east drift zone as best we can. Ground and drone crews are in the field today, but continue to be hampered by weather conditions. HVO will continue to issue daily updates and additional messages as needed. The next update will be issued tomorrow morning unless significant changes occur. And that'll do it for the general USGS report itself. Now let's take a look at the earthquake maps. This is sorted one day, all magnitudes. And as you can see, there has only been 10 quakes in the map boundaries. So most of them have been up at the summit, which is not unexpected due to all the deformation up there around the crater walls. Now let's take a look at the 7-day all magnitude, that is. As you can see, still not a lot of activity. Most of it centered up around the Kilauea summit, Halemaumau crater. Again, which is to be expected. No significant activity down the rift zone, which is good. That means that there is no earthquake signal, that there is any magmatic movement or land movement or anything of that nature. So that's a good sign, especially when we take that in consideration with what's been reported as the lava pond in Fissure 8, which is what we're going to be getting to here in just a moment. But first, let's take a quick look at the weather. Moving over to, of course, the weather maps, we have Hurricane Norman and Hurricane Olivia. However, it doesn't look like either one of these are going to pose any significant threat or issue to the islands. Hurricane Norman is projected to make a northerly turn and go off into the North Pacific, which is fine. Olivia, we still got to watch, but it looks like she's going to follow the same path as Norman, and I believe it was Miriam before him. Moving on with a quick look at the radar, we can see that there is not a lot of rain on the Big Island, which is a good thing. We've had plenty for now. especially there on the east point. And that'll do it for the weather. And if you've been enjoying this video, go ahead and click that like button now. Also, if you haven't subscribed, now would be a good time to do that, and hit the bell icon to get notifications when I post new videos. Finally, let's talk about fissure 8 and the lava pond inside the cone. This video here is the most recent. It's from September 3rd, today. And if you look right there, you can see lava spitting and sputtering. Now we're going to take a look at a series of images of the lava pond inside the fissure 8 cone, starting with September 1st, which is the image that we're currently looking at here. And as you can see, the lava pond that's there is pretty much what we've been looking at for a week or so now. Maybe a little more than a week, I think. You know, it's been below that ridge line you see. In this next image, which was taken on September 2nd, we can see that the lava pond has actually grown in elevation in the cone itself. And if you look at the top right-hand side there where the spillway was into the lava channel, we see that that is new lava that has flown just outside that little area. So we know the level has gotten up to the spillway height. And finally, the third image, which was taken September 3rd, which is today, we can see that still the lava pond itself hasn't grown in size or spilled out further into the channel system, but we do have that hot spot that you see right there in the middle. And zooming in, you can tell this whole area right in here is pretty much fresh lava that has flown over the previous spillover, you know, of lava. Well, not spillover, but the previous flow of the lava pond refilling. Well, so to speak, refilling. So with this, of course, happening, we now have to ask ourselves the question, what does this mean? Why is this happening? Is this significant, or is this just, you know, something that's to be expected from this type of eruption that we just don't know about? I have to say that this is probably just a natural weeping, so to speak, of the fissure eruption. Because there's no other signs of any magma moving down the fissure channel system. There's no you know, earthquakes going down the line showing movement, because I think at this point, because the lava, or excuse me, the magma in the channel system has been stationary for so long, at least that's, I believe it has been, there has been no flow, that it's possible that, you know, it's gotten a little bit thicker, which could be why the lava pond really hasn't flown, and it seems to be just, you know, having little minor hiccups and building layers on top of itself, you know, looking at the pictures, that is. So now what would be causing this, if this is a normal thing, I would think it would just probably be more settling of the surface material and the channel system itself, you know, maybe closing in a little bit, because there has been a few little quakes here and there. You know, does that really affect, you know, the fissure system itself? I really don't know. This is just speculation on my part. However, I do think that the Mongoose needs to go back to yellow alert and keep an eye on this and the earthquakes a little bit more closely, just in case, because we don't want to see any more lava, because, you know, if we're not seeing lava, then chances of it continuing, you know, grow greater, or chances of it not continuing will grow greater. However, if we see lava, then that's lava movement and lava flow. The question is what really is behind this particular activity. And that'll do it for tonight's update. Thank you for joining me. I do appreciate it. Remember, if you've enjoyed this video, to hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications of future videos that are posted, including live streams that I've been doing lately. Also, don't forget to check the description for links to my Smug Mug and Redbubble Twitter account and other great things. You can see my photographs and also get the photos printed on different assortment of items. So again, thank you for everything. I greatly appreciate it. And y'all have a great morning, afternoon, or evening. This has been the Kilauea Eruption and Leilani Estates Update for September 3rd, 2018.